right, YouTubers. Today I have Model E Corona. This is a very hard Corona to mod. I'm going to try to mod it today from scratch. So you detail by detail. So RGH 3 that I'm going to do. We're going to do as you see, a Pico flasher, my new gadget, and my wires that I made to connect to my Pico. This is a single wire that going to go in this side and gets soldered to the motherboard head. Anyway, all right, let me get started. What you guys need. You need this if you want to keep following my tutorial. There's 3 spots we have to prep. Actually, more than 3 spots. We got the NAND reading header. You're going to have to go 1 point here. These two, one of these is negative. Then this one here. And these 2 here. And this one here. Let me move this out of the way. It might be in the way. I don't know. But anyway, let me take this out. Yeah, this point here. Now, if you have this, it's called, let me get my better reading numbers. Pretty soon, guys, I'll be getting a microscope. I need this. My eyes are getting really bad. So, you definitely need, if the R2C10, it's not bridged, or if it don't have a resistor, you're going to have to bridge it in case, just for a factor, it's reading, to read and write. Anyway, all right, let's start up. I have to, we definitely need one of these postfix adapter. I'm going to try this one. I already used it on another console to retrieve the DVD key. I didn't have a DVD, so I retrieved the DVD key for it. So, but anyway, let's begin. Really, the real deal. First of all, you have to take. I'm going to take these X clamps, and this is on not the latest dash, but it's pretty much on one of the newest dash. So put this away. There you go. Oh, I'm going to disconnect the fan. Cable. All right, let's put this aside. All right, let's look it over this. Whether, I already see some kind of this ain't going to be easy. But let's try it. All right. You see, guys, right there, you can read, it says wind bond. Okay, wind bond. That's it's a different kind of in Runner, there is a checkbox for this. So for these RAMs. These RAMs are wind bonds, so they're not easy to do. But who cares? Let me get started with, actually going to start in the back side of the board. All right, there is points there. I'm going to point out that I have to scrape. I got to scrape one little spot. I can get a little scraper that I have. Exacto knife. All right. You need a resistor to it. I will bring it up. Gonna have to scrape. All right. I'm gonna bring it close to it. You have to scrape that point right there. I don't know if you can see it, but let me see right there. You see it right there. You guys scrape that. And then we're going to connect to DB3R4 at this point. DB3R4. DB3R4. That's where you got to connect that point. All right, so we're going to work on that. All right, but let's flux it up. Some flux. And then the next one that goes into, it's DB3R3. I'll show you in a minute when I do it. That goes in to the postfix adapter. All right, I got my iron that it's cooking about 350 right now. So, and I'm using a 6040 rosin. Okay, so all right, let's trying to get a little point there where I can solder. And DB3R3 is right there. All right. All right, this side is pretty much ready. I'm going to show you the resistor that you need. This is a Corona. You're going to need Corona. You need the 1K. 1K resistor, guys. 1K ohm resistor. Which is what all the Coronas need. Right there. And obviously, you're going to need wire, which is we're going to do this is your 2430 gauge. All right, this is what you got to need. We're going to need some of this. So it cuts easy. We got to prep this resistor to solder it. Okay. All right, here you go. This is actually pretty strong wire for the fact of being so thin. All right. All I do is I do this and boop, boop, boop. Well, let's see, guys, if this ever works. If it works, a wind bond is a very, I heard, is a very very hard to mod. So you're gonna need the side of that, and then cut the excess wire. Actually, cut that excess. You don't need that big a wire there. Cut that off. And what I do is I actually go in the other end of the wire, strip that around, do the same thing. Go into here, you're just twist it around the wire. And just got to put some paste on so it's solder's pretty good. And really, if you want to, you could just, there you go. Okay, so now it's nice and tight. You got to do is, you got to cut this excess wire too. You don't want to leave that there. All right. Now, since it's all done, you could clean it a little bit. Got some, clean some of this crap off. Yep. Always work clean, always. So now, since you have this, we're gonna, you could buy, or you could buy in bulk, or you could buy in pieces of, I don't even know if this is gonna work. This might work. Shrink wrap. So I don't know if this is thick enough or not, then I have a thicker one. I'm gonna cut it just about, I want to give it, let me see. Yeah, just about here. One side's going to be longer, but you cut it again. So we're going to leave one piece like that. And you're going to slide this in. Actually, it's perfect. Just like that. And you could just do it with a lighter or a heat gun. Heat it up, whatever you want to do, whatever you feel like it. Boom. It's all done. Very quick, easy. So now we're going to strip this in. All right, so let's strip this in. I'm going to give it a little, let me clean the tip. I'm going to give it a little I'm going to tin it a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to go in here to, this goes to RB, you just snug it a little bit. If it holds it, it holds it. Then you're good. Then you clean it. And now this one comes to somewhere around there. So we're going to cut it. It don't have to be that big. So we're going to cut it here. Yeah, right here is good. So we're going to cut it here. On this wire is going to be used in the front. So I will solder that now. I'm going to tin that first. That goes to DB3R3. The other one was DB3R4. So tighten it. You give it a little light snug. Make sure it doesn't come loose. So this is actually snug pretty good. So then we insert it through this hole. This wire will go to the postfix adapter. Right there, guys. So this one will be into that point. That's the most critical point of the whole. Let me get fresh lead. All right, guys. So this is the most critical point, actually, if you really think about it. I can't even find it myself. There it is. I'm trying to get it as close as so you guys can see. I don't know if it's good enough, but a little snug seems good to me. So let's clean it. Take a better look. It looks fine to me. They all look. So, there you go. Right there is your DB4. DB3R4, 1K resistor, and you're going to go into C5R3, I don't know what the other letter was. But anyway, when you see all these caps here, it's right next to the cap. Don't confuse it to the one right previous to that, because there is another one right before that. So if you confuse it, then it won't work. It has to be the one closest to the resistor. All right, let's go on the top. Oh, by the way, first of all, we'll put some tape on this just to hold it so you don't pull it away. You're going to use some cap tape. Just to be on the safe side. You got one there. I'm going to put another one here. One to this one. You got to make sure you secure these pretty good. So, in case today, it also helps it stay down. It don't move. Now I have to put this one here as close as I can to this, so it doesn't move. Because this is usually the one that comes out. This comes out easy. Maybe later on I will drop some hot glue in there or something. For now, it's going to stay the way it is right now. So, put another piece right here. All right, guys, this is going to be quite a while, a big video. It's like from start to end till you get Xell and boot. So this will be a big, pretty much big video. We're going to make it. I don't know if it's going to boot even myself, which we're going to try to do it. So anyway, now you need a postfix adapter for this kind of console. Without that, you ain't going to do it. So I'll leave it up to anybody that you could try. There is a way to do it. You could actually put a solder the wire to that underneath the CPU, but that's, you need a microscope technically. Okay, so now you see it's going, I'm pushing it in, it comes out. So that means it's forcing it. Hopefully it's holding up. Which I do now is I gotta put the bottom piece that holds the these are actually freaking can't get these no more, only from China. I like the Texas Instrument ones that we used to get in the beginning. They were the best. All right, the only way to find out if this is really getting contact is with a multimeter, which I'm going to do that. I'm going to try, put a multimeter on it. To see if we're getting numbers. Should be getting close to 5, I believe, 5 point something. You do ground. We'll do ground anywhere. You could do ground right here if you want. And then you got to touch the pad. Oh, wow. We're getting 6. I guess it's close enough. 5 might be too big, might be too high. No, nothing here. Are we getting 6 there too? Not supposed to be getting in the whole board. That's not connected. I don't know about this, guys. Tell you the truth, I don't know. I don't feel confidence in it's getting it on every one of them. I'm not supposed to be getting in every one of them. Supposed to only certain ones. Well, I guess I'm gonna go with it. I don't know. This is your post. This is post. All right, let's see how many ohms. If I'm getting ohms here, that was just continue. If we're getting ohms, let's see. No ohms. Nope. Nope. I guess it's not touching. It's not touching. Let me just touch somewhere here. Crystal. I don't know if it is really right. I don't know if this is a good. Let me try another one. I'm gonna try another one, guys, which I have. It's a different one, so I'm gonna see if I'm getting any difference. All right, so this is the side there. Let me try. See if it does read any different. We're gonna try that one. Let's see if it does read better or it does the same stuff. So all right, let's see how this does. On ohms. It does the same thing, so it must be okay. Let's see. Nah. All right, so we're getting the same reading. Okay. So we're pretty much, they're both good. I guess we're getting the same reading. Good. All right, so I think we're good there. I'm gonna put the other one back. Or I could keep that one there, doesn't matter. I'll keep that one there. I'll save this for another. If we're getting the same reading, that means we're good, I believe. That doesn't mean I'm 100% right. But now we have to do some of these soldering points for the NAND reading. Which is five here, one there, that makes it 6 altogether. So gotta clean your tip on the iron, make sure it's nice and clean. And you have your rosin. This is too heavy, too big. You put that aside. I use a thinner one. You gotta use a 60-40, which is very it's not that thick. All right, so now gotta go here. Gotta go there. Nah, freak. Oops. Think we got connection there. There you go. All right. So we're good there now. So, all right. The single wire that I made, you see, made a single wire, which connects into the Pico on one side. This goes here. Actually, I gotta put more soldering. Yeah, there you go. All right, guys, this is ready. You can see nice and firm. Now, these you gotta be very careful with these. So, You got to know your pattern. The colors don't mean anything. Got to know your patterns when you put them on, which way is going to hook up. So you see my black, green, red, yellow, blue. The black will be like the 13th, so the black will be the ground. So we start with the black, which I'll do it is ground will be this one here. That would be the black. You got to be very careful. Don't put too much tension on these because they'll pop out. Got to be very, very careful. Then after that is the green. The green will be, according to a chart that I have, is this top one. Let me get some. It's that top one, according to the chart. And then we have a red, which will be the one next to the ground, the red. Same thing. Got to be very careful with these. Can't put too much force on these guys because they'll rip right off. Then after the red, it'll be yellow. Yellow is, I'm doing my colors. So when you guys do yours, you set up this, the wires, doesn't matter. The yellow will be the one next to the green. Yeah, I think that's perfect there. And the last one, least the blue, will be the last one that it's left. So what you do is do it again, a little bit of, and you do it here, just like this. Okay, so now this is kind of ready to go, except we have to put this wire. I'm going to cut it. Actually, I don't need it that long. Okay. So you gotta clean some of that off. It's a little. Gotta put some solid rods in. I mean, I don't like the way that looks. So now we're just gonna tint it. There you go. Now it's perfect. Now it's nice. So I'm gonna go around this crystal. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna put the heat sink back on. Okay. And gotta be very, very, very. Actually, I could use what I used the other on the Trinity. I use my Jasper. You gotta put some tape there to hold it down to help it, just in case of any movement. Very, very slight movement. It won't do contact. I'm hoping it does work. If it doesn't, then I believe it's the postfix adapter. Because you can come back later on and solder these points into the motherboard. Whatever suits you to do. Or hot glue it to the board if you want. Or you could do other stuff that your mind desires. I'll put some of this back. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the heatsink for my other console. Which is, it's right here. I got it. I don't even know. Yeah, this is good enough to get contact just for now, to test it, I think. Meh. All right. All right, we're going to put this in here and see if this boots eventually to Xell. But we got to read the NAND first. All right, guys, let's go try to read the NAND. I'm going to take this out. I'm getting ready. I'm getting my PC ready. Remember, this is it's a wind bond RAM. They're not a good solid. All right, so let me take this off. Here you have it. All the hookups. Like I said, you set up the wire the way you, according to, don't go by these colors. You have to set it up the way you want, the way you set it up, the way you do the wire. I happen to wire them like that and color the code like this, but it's not necessarily this color code. So, but the points are the correct ones. As you see in the back too, I'll turn it back around. You got those points. Very close to it. And now I'm gonna bring it to where my PC and my everything is. And I found out that these motherboards, you gotta have them inside the cage for it to work properly, which is insane. But it is what it is. All right, so now, all right, we're gonna read the NAND first before I even do anything. We don't have to turn the console on, but I have my Pico ready. Pico ready. Yeah. Let me go into change my HDMI port. Yeah, guys, this is Win Bond. And I just looking at it. It's a pretty much it's a pretty rough console. Back in the days we had to put in your crystal SD card reader, a bunch of shit really you have to do. Now with this Pico, it's amazing how simple it is. It's really, really simple. It's amazing how really within years, it's like anything else, everything gets updated. Right now, I'm just trying to get my J runner up and running. Pretty much have it. All right, runner administrator. Yes. Okay, so let's let me bring you up to the monitor in JRunner. I'll show you a little bit of detail of everything. So Pico's not reading yet. I'm going to put it in now. Pico showed up. Okay. Now, I'm going to connect my Pico to my to the wires, my NAND wires. I'll show you in a minute. All right. There you go. I got them hooked up, single wire, and all the 5. Single wire goes on this side. And that's all the NAND reading wires. All right, let's, I don't want it to touch any metal. So I'm going to put that there, just in case. Let's try to read NAND. Let's see. Let's see if I can read the console. I gotta plug it in, but not turn it on. Those are things that you can't forget. Otherwise, you'll have errors. Okay, so what we know now is, let me, question mark, clicked on question mark. 4 gig Corona came right up. Beautiful. That's what I want to see. Okay, so now we're going to go into, click into read NAND. Going to read NAND. There it is. It's reading its NAND. This Pico is amazing. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. And it's amazing. Here it is, guys. Reading. Okay. Reading successful. See how quick that was? The 2 NANDs? 1, 2, 3, ba-boom. All right. What happened? It just went away. Freaking happened to this goddamn thing. All right, let me try to bring it back up. Run administrator. All right. Let's go into the show folder. I have 2 NANDs here. I don't trust these 2 NANDs, so I'm going to read them again. I want to copy these just in case. I'm going to stick them in one of these folders that I'm actually going to make. I'll stick them in these folders. All right. So now we're going to delete those. I'm going to read them again. Okay, let's do it again. I don't know what happened. Freaking thing like it shit the bed on me. Let's again. Pico Flash is too old. Update Pico Flash to be continued. Okay. What do you mean Pico Flash is too old? All right. Let me take this out. Okay, let's see. Checking Corona. Connected. So Pico Flash, it means you disconnect the freaking thing. It's not too old. All right, you're going to read NAND. Let's see. That's not right. Something's not right here. Yeah, something's not right. No. No. So what's going on here with this Pico Flasher? All right, let's see. Trying to run into this problem here. Never run into this problem. Oh, okay. I think I got an idea. All right, so what you got to do is, I'm going to restart this. We might have to do this. All right, so what we have here is we're going to look at it as a Corona. You're going to oh boy. Let's restart again. Okay, let's see. All right, so here's what we have to do. Disconnect power on the console, connect power back on. Let's connect the Pico. Connect the Pico back on. Let me look at tools. Okay. All right, so let's let's click on the question mark. It's a Corona connected. So we have to, I guess, glitch 2. You're going to have RGH 3 and the W, as you see, the WBK2 is the win bond. Got to click on that. So now let's try to read NAND now. Let's see what happens. Okay. Just write the whole thing. Okay.
No.
Wow. No, these files really got screwed up. Okay, let's see. Load source. Desktop. Let's see if these NANDs are the same. No, no, no. I didn't get the CPU key already. Wow, this has got me really screwed up. All right, restart the system. We're going to read the NAND. One more time. Let's see what happens. Let me go in the output folder. Get rid of these 2 NANDs. Delete. Okay. Let me go into the Pico folder. Oh, look at my output. Empty. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's read NAND. Let's see if we find a Corona. Yeah. Update Pico Flasher. It's telling me update Pico Flasher. Let me see if there's any updates in the Pico Flasher. No updates. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to update it yet. So connected. Read NAND. I have no idea what fucking happened here before. That's how I should have been reading it before. Maybe it might have been something not connecting right with the Pico. But it's perfect now, so let's see. That's what you got to do. With little mistakes, little errors like that, you just got to keep, don't give up. It's got to look over everything, check your connections, check your hookups, look at everything, which I did, but I know I didn't make a bad hookup. It was only maybe with a Pico, with a single wire, it wasn't pushed in all the way. My little single wire, it wasn't pushed in completely. Maybe it wasn't get a good contact. Who knows? It's contact now. So now when you see on the top corner, we got to write that RGH3, and then WB is called the Win Bond 2K. You got to check on those boxes. Top right corner. You got to check on those two boxes. After finish reading the NAND, and then we'll boot it. Honestly, the Picos are very good. They're reading very well. I'm impressed. NANDs are the same. So you know that was a bad connection somewhere. So now what you do is you got to click on RGH3 and WB2K. So now what do you do is you have to go into the output folder. Guys, please, every one of them, copy and paste in anywhere you want. I recommend it every time. It don't hurt to have it. Just in case anything happens, you have the two NANDs. You can write it back to the console. Otherwise, your console could not be saved if you lose these NANDs. Then you have to create a donor, which is a more specific crap anyway. So, all right, let's create Xell. Image created. And we'll write Xell. So now it's writing Xell. Which is, writing Xell is very quick. So, all right, now what we've got to do is boot it up. We'll disconnect the wires from the Pico. We're going to hang the Pico on the side. We're going to bring it. Turn the light on so you can see. We're going to bring you to the console, where the console is. And then I'll bring it back. So I disconnected the wires. As you see, it's disconnected. I'm going to disconnect the power just to be this. I think this is the wire that was giving me problems. It wasn't pushed in all the way. So, but I figured it out eventually. So now you have to plug in your HDMI. HDMI, you got to plug in these. You have to plug in, obviously, so you can see if it's booting or not. It's the best way to do it is I plug it in. And for now, just leave it there, tuck it in. Plug the power on. We're going to put the heatsink on temporarily. Push down a little bit and twist so you can get good contact. And I'm going to bring my fan up, guys. I have to bring my fan up just in case. All right. All right, let's power this beast on. We're going to switch ports. So let's power it on. Let's see. It might not just give me the gooks. Let's see. Whoa. Whoa, guys. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing. How fast it booted. Oh, wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm going to write down the number. Then again, there's a number there. I'm going to write it down. So I don't. Screwed up. I'm gonna bring you back down to it. You can see it is in there. I'm just while I copy the number. All right, guys. I wrote down the number. I'm gonna shut it off, and then I'll boot it back up. I just want to see if it boots quick. Boom! Whoa! Wow! It is amazing. Amazing. It is awesome. All right. I'm going to shut it down and we're going to connect it back on. We're going to write Xell XE built to it. All right. So I'm going to bring you back to take my fin down. You're going to connect Pico. Let's connect power. You don't want no power there. You're going to bring up Pico back to connect it. You're going to be sure push these in all the way. It has to be in all the way. This one wasn't in all the way, I think. So, have to be all the way. All right. So, all right, we're going to bring you back to the screen. We're going to write down the numbers of the CPU key, which was 9F 08. I think that'll be it. It didn't go on? Okay, maybe I think I have a wrong one. This might be after the first F might be a O. Let's see. No? Well, let me write it again. Let me see. 29F082. 82 8C6 19C 1960 334 BF1 BF1 6F6 6F. Okay. All right, that's what I screwed up. 6F E. It's an E. No. Six F E. And then F76. F7F 0423. Okay, so this might be a O. See, sometimes you know you gotta. Where's the? Let's see if this is an O. No. This number's not reloading, guys. I'm gonna have to go back to Xell. Let me double check. Write them all over again. Start all over again. Let's see. I'm going to do it this way. 2. All right, guys. Must have been one number somewhere screwed up. All right. It's done. I know the video's long, but this is the way you screwed up when you have to type it sometimes. But anyway, it's all here. XC build. All right. So now all we got to do is create XC build. Create his XC build, guys. There you go. XC build. Finished. So now you disconnect the Pico just to be on the safe side. Connect it back on. Connect the power. Disconnect the power. Connect it back on. Now you're just going to click on writing. All right, guys, this Xbox is completely done of being RGH 3 Corona Win-Bond RAM. So this is an E model, by the way. It is an E model. I did the postfix adapter. And I will boot it right after this, just to prove it from start to finish. Don't forget to subscribe and to being patient about the little mistakes that I made, which is normal. No matter how long you've been doing it, you can always come up with screwed up here and there, which is fine. But always back yourself up with NAND save on the side, pull it on the side, with everything else. And believe me, in the long run, it'll be good. All right, let the Pico write it. We're going to see the Pico write it. It's blinking. It's writing its NAND. Pico flasher. I know this is a long video, guys, but this is the only way I can do it. I mean, I will take some parts off just to create it shorter. I'll do it on a video creator. But anyway, all right, guys, don't you forget, I need subscribers. I'm almost close to 1,000. Once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm definitely going to give out one of the Xboxes to a fan. I will give one of RGH Xbox to a fan. So at 1,000 subscribers only, I'll put in and I'll create a game. I will make an Xbox and I will announce it for subscribers. I will put up for whatever it is to be done. Well, it's done. All right, guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect it. Disconnect the whole thing. Single wire. 5-wire. Pico. Don't be needed no more for this console. Bring up my fan. Turn it on. What I'm going to do is disconnect the console on this. Connect it back on. I'm going to switch my... Actually, I'm going to show you something before I even do that. Now, this two beginners. Now, all you have here, you have everything in the output folder. Is your up flash, your NAND 1 and 2, CPU key, DVD key, everything is here. Okay, so this is your console number. You could always go into the file of your... I have a backup, so I have all these backups. This is all my backups. This is the Corona that we just did. This one, right here. Everything is right here. This is all the backups. The Trinity that I did the other day. A previous Corona that I did a while back. This is the Corona that I did today. You got all the dates here. Everything is written down. So that's why when I do my stuff, I always have a backup. You have the JRON and set it up, go into settings. And you do the settings for auto backup. See right down at the bottom. Auto backup right on the bottom. Right here, auto backup. But you got to go into the settings and do all of that. Not all of them do that. You have to do it on your own and the settings. Remember that. So, but anyway, Let me change my HDMI port. Going to single, and console is powered. Are we going to turn it on? There you go. It boots up fast, guys. It boots up very fast. I'm happy that it's on the latest dash. Right on. So let me see if I give you the dash that I have it on. Console settings, system info, there goes the dash. 17559.0. That's it. That's the information about the console. It's all there. And that's it. There you go, guys. Very happy with it. Results. I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to boot it one more time. And they'll call it a quit. One more time. There you go. Within like 3 to 5 seconds, it'll boot it up. All right. See ya. Subscribe and thumbs up, comment, like it. All right. Bye.